Hey YouTube, Common Collector here, and today we are doing a card sleeve review for Prisma card sleeves. So Prisma Sleeves is a brand new company. They just started up a couple of months ago, and they recently started up their distribution. They had a Kickstarter, and that was finalized a while ago. So now they've been distributing packs, and they asked me to do a card sleeve review along with a handful of other Yu-Gi tubers. So if you guys want to check out some other people, I know a handful of people who follow them on Instagram. I've seen Card Crush Yu-Gi-Oh! They are also following them on Instagram, as well as a couple other big name Yu-Gi tubers. So if you guys want to check them out on Instagram, I highly suggest it. They have a serious knack for taking like amazing glamour shots of card sleeves alone. Like they'll take like a video or like a picture of these, and there'll be like fog and mist all around. It's like absolutely beautiful. I wouldn't have thought that there's so many ways to take a picture of card sleeves, but some details about these card sleeves. So they come in 100 card sleeve packs. As you guys can see, the package is a little bit thicker. So it's not like your standard like getting 60 card sleeves with certain other companies. That sort of allows you to be able to put 2 different decks in the card sleeves, and then you have enough for a 15 card extra deck, and then you have 5 sleeves for spare if you need stuff for like tokens, your field centers and whatnot. So that means if you were heading to your locals and say you're doing like your regular meta deck and you're doing Scrub League, if you just buy one set of the Prisma card sleeves for, they sell for $15.95 before tax for 100 sleeves. That's actually a pretty good bang for your buck. So after Prisma finishes all of their production costs and operational costs, then all of the proceeds go to the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund. So this is a company with a cause, so keep that in mind. You'll notice on the front here that they have the Power Fist logo, which has been sort of popularized by the Black Lives Matter movement. So really nice to just sort of have this company, which is sort of in a way like a nonprofit, giving away their proceeds to this great organization. So I really highly suggest that you guys consider this. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, as well as like the video if you haven't already. Please check out the Prisma Sleeves website, as well as their Instagram and wherever else they are on social media. Besides that, I think it would be fun just to sort of crack these open, and we'll just sort of give a review on how the card sleeves feel and whatnot. And yeah, so we'll just go from there. So without further ado, I'm just going to crack it open. There we go. So, one other thing that I should mention is that we are getting really close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. Once we do get that far, I believe that on my Instagram account, I will be giving away, doing a drawing randomly for a set of the 100 card sleeves. So, if you guys are interested in this set, or getting a set of these, I highly suggest you guys check out the Instagram and whatnot, because I do a lot of my live streams and stuff for the giveaways all on there, as well as sharing funny memes. So alright, so here we go. We're just gonna pull out these the first sleeve here. So they do have a matte finish on the back, as well as clear gloss on the front. Overall, like the general feel of the sleeves feels pretty good. So now I'm going to take my Elemental Hero deck, which is sort of been in these really cheap sleeves. I don't even know what brand of sleeves these are, but I bought these way back in college. I bought them because I liked the logo of like the Trojan Warrior on the back, and Heroes are Warriors. So yeah, I bought these, but they sort of have problems where they sort of stick together and whatnot when they get wet, or like moist in the air from the humidity. So I think I'm going to re-sleeve my hero deck in these, and we're just going to sort of see how they feel. Okay, so we have our 100 card sleeves here. So I think what I'm going to do, first of all, like I was saying, these sleeves that I originally had sort of have a problem where they stick together. You can sort of see like with other decks, you can usually sort of flush them out, and they'll flush out nicely. And yeah, these things are just overall pretty weathered. But there's a lot of times with these that I'm sort of searching for a card and I can't find it right there. These sleeves were sort of stuck together. So I'm just sort of looking to improve upon that. And as long as these, the new Prisma sleeves are good enough to sort of pass around that. I think that that's a big thing. Again, here we have another set of 2 sleeves that are just a little bit moist or whatnot, and they don't seem to stay separate. So that's sort of like the biggest thing that I'm looking for improvement. And as long as they can pass that, then I think that my overall review of these is that they are a good sleeve. So they seem nice and lightweight, but yet I'm hoping that they're nice and durable. So I'm just going to unsleeve this and re-sleeve it in these sleeves and enjoy the music.
Virtual systems ready. Gotta find a way just to play just a little game. Got a compulsion, wanna be a champion. Gotta feel a heart, gotta be smart, play the card. Gotta get inside the mind of my counterpart.
Okay, so sleeving some of the first cards here, obviously, like, you want to check on certain sleeves. It can be a little bit tough to slide cards in, and I'm not sure if I necessarily like that. Like when I pulled my 10,000 Dragon, some of the card sleeves, you'll know, like when you slide them down, that it sort of is a little bit tough to get that final push in, and that's not what you want, because then that can end up damaging the tops of the cards. So we do want to make sure that the card sleeves, that they can slide in really nicely, and so far I'm seeing that they really do slide in really slick. Like there's like just enough play, and like these sleeves are not overly tight. They're nice. They are nice and tight, but they're not overly tight. So I am really liking the first, just sort of like the first slide on how the cards feel, or how the sleeves feel with the cards in them, how the cards feel going inside the sleeves. So yeah, overall I'm liking this a lot. Again, these seem like a little bit more lightweight than I'm used to, which is not a bad thing. Like overall, like we all wear Under Armour nowadays, and that's a lot nicer than the old bulky, junky Nike shirts that we used to wear. So overall, I'm really liking how these sleeves feel, and I think after I get the deck all sleeved up, the next test really is to give it a little bit of a shuffle, and again try to like see if it can at least beat like the slide test that my old sleeves could not do. And yeah, I think we'll just go from there.
It's time to duel. It's time to duel. It's time to. Now is the time. Now is the time.
Okay, so we are winding down to the final cards for sleeving, and again, I just this is just sort of something else that I've noticed. Like, these cards pop open, these sleeves pop open super easy. All you gotta do is really just twist your finger like that, and it opens up really nicely. Again, these sleeves seem super lightweight and just really nice and durable. So overall, I'm really liking this. So I think that now we will go ahead and give it my silly little slide test. And yeah, again, these are new sleeves, so they are going to take a little bit of breaking in. But yeah, I do like how they feel in general. Yeah, really good. Ooh, yeah, that was a real good one right there. I like that one. So yeah, overall, it passes my silly little slide test, and just shuffling right now, everything feels really natural. I'm really liking these sleeves. I'm like really stunned by just, this is a brand new company. I'm sure that they did a lot of like the appropriate testing and whatnot that they needed, and whatever company that they're going through to get these sleeves made, they're doing a tremendous job. It seems like all of the cards have just enough border to where, like, certain sleeves I've seen to where, like, they get really short here, or they get really really long. I think that this is a pretty good length on top there. So overall, I am really liking the Prisma card sleeves. So I'm digging these. And so now I'm just going to sort of show off a couple of other, these compared to a couple of other sleeves. So now maybe we'll just sort of talk and compare to a couple other types of card sleeves. I'm not going to go over what any of the other brands and stuff are, but as you can see here, like, the size comparison to some of these other sleeves is pretty standard. So yeah, like, the size ratios are pretty normal, it seems like. It seems like some of these other sleeves, they go on really tight when you're putting the card in, and these ones seem like they have just enough give to where the card is in there nice and firm, but it's not overly tight. And again, the back is a matte finish, but compared to other brands where you get like the matte and it has sort of like the grainy back, and then others where you have just sort of like this sort of sleek back look. So this is sort of more of like right in the middle. It has like a little bit of like texture to it, but then also it's a rather smooth finish. So I really am liking how they feel. And then compared to these sleeves that are on my Rika deck, which I'm not going to turn the sleeves over because otherwise you would know probably what brand they are, but these ones are a little bit too sensitive to the slide test. When I got these, I was a little bit disappointed because when I was trying to like shuffle my Rika deck for the first time, the cards, you can just sort of like you can just sort of see how sleek and slippery these ones are, and I just don't really care for that too much because the first time that I took this to a tournament, they were just sort of like flopping all over the place. You really don't want that. Like you can sort of see like this is just sort of a jumbled mess, whereas you have like these sleeves on my Hero deck, it's still nice and controlled, and these are brand new sleeves. Like they don't have much like oil or anything from my hand. There's no dirt or grit on them quite yet, so they're really not weathered, and overall they still have that nice like firm texture to them, and it seems like they can shuffle and sort of disperse as you would desire. So overall I'm really digging how these ones are feeling. So yeah, Prisma card sleeves, I would absolutely recommend, and I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 for this card sleeve review. So guys, I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for us here. I got my entire Hero deck sleeved in my brand new Prisma card sleeves, and I still have 60 card sleeves left, which means that I can sleeve an entire other deck, and then once Heroes become meta, that means that I can take 15 of the card sleeves, put them in for my side deck when I go to a tournament and coronavirus disappears magically, and I have 5 extra sleeves for whatever I want for token purposes. I generally keep my extra deck in different colored sleeves, that way I can sort of keep them apart and tell them apart from each other. So hopefully Prisma sleeves will eventually come out with new colors, new designs, whatever they want. I would really appreciate some different colors because I like sort of coordinating my decks. As you saw, my Adamantipator deck is brown for rock. I have my Batteryman deck in yellow card sleeves, so hopefully someday we'll at least get some upgraded new colors to the Prisma card sleeves. Obviously these guys are a new company, so they're just starting out. They could really use the exposure. If you guys will go ahead and check them out on Instagram and on their website, prismacardsleeves.com. Please, you guys will really love watching all of the glamour shots on Instagram of the Prisma card sleeves. As well as, please subscribe to my channel and check me out on Instagram if you like funny Yu-Gi-Oh memes. Once again, please consider buying Prisma card sleeves. The money goes to a good cause, the NAACP, as well as these sleeves are just really nice. I was surprised by just how much I like them. I'm definitely going to be buying some more. You guys will be seeing in my next unboxing, probably of the 2020 Megatins. I will probably be using these to sleeve up any of my high value cards that I pull, as well as you'll be seeing these sleeves in future deck profiles as well. So I really highly suggest that you guys pick some of these up. They will turn your deck from a Yu-Gi-No to a Yu-Gi-Oh. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Common Collector out. We'll see you next time.